So as part of customer master data, today I would like to create account groups. Before that, I would like to show you something here. So whatever the configuration we have done, that has the dependency on SAP Easy Access. If you come here, SAP Sales and Distribution, see, I told you, right, master data. Okay, what are all master data is there? So business partners is there. Let's come here. So who and all there? Contact person is our business partner, like sales partners, sales prospect, customers, hierarchy, and sales personnel and competitors, and all these are the different kind of masters. Now we are at customers creation. So when you come here, customer master, okay, for creating customer, you have two things are there. One is VD01 sales and distribution, and XD01 is for your complete customer master data creation. So what is this VD01 and XD01? We're going to see later. Let me try to show you. First, we go to click on complete customer master data. See, now you can see I explained you when you would like to create any customer, what you need, the basic thing is customer account group. It is going to control whether you would like to give internal number range or external number range. When you come here, if you see the standard sold to party, I told you, right? If I click this one, what is our sales area? 2727 is sales domestic sales organization. For distributor, what is that? I'm creating one distributor now. Division is common division. This is the common division. If I press enter, see, now you can see, right? You can able to create the title. Title means sometimes customers can be a individual person, or else a company, or else a distributor, or else some place. Okay, from where you are getting order. That's why you have a title like, company. Company means like, I have created some Jailo distributor. My company name is Jailo. I'm a distributor. I'm selling different kind of products from different companies. Okay, suppose from Dhruvan group of companies, in that Dhruvan foods I am buying products, biscuits and chocolates. So then Dhruvan is my vendor. Okay, so that means he will supply the goods to me, then I will sell it to directly to the customers, or else I will directly send it to shops and hospitals and different places. Okay, all those are my customers. So then I am customer to Dhruvan group of companies. Then so the company name is Jailo, if I say. Okay, so that is company name. Or else individual person, any wholesaler is coming, like Sudhakar, he is buying goods from Dhruvan foods, then he is individual person. When it is company, I will select company. When he is Mr., I will select this, he is a Mr. Okay, individual person. This is how I am going to create a customer. So let me show you something here. So here you can see one button is there, right? So this is tick mark. When tick mark is appearing, that so when I try to save from my keyboard, Control S, fill all the required entry fields. Okay, so that means all these are the entry fields. Okay, so where I'm going to control these entry fields, these entry fields, this field is not mandatory, this field is mandatory. How I am going to control this? That is called field selection parameters. Okay, that means I can make it this field as a mandatory, I can make this field as a mandatory, this field as a mandatory. Okay, let me try to fill some data. Okay, Ram I'm filling, some Drew I am filling. So all these are mandatory fields. So now if you see, if I fill or I don't fill, it won't say anything. But city it is asking, suppose Bangalore. Okay, Bangalore. So country I am filling as India. This customer is from India. So transportation zone, I will explain you later. You just keep it, whatever the existing selection is there, that you can able to do it. Someone has created Bangalore North. Okay, if I press enter, now if you see it, what it is saying, internal. ROM is a customer. When I save this, it will be created through internal number range. Okay, so this is general data. Okay, let me try to recap my session once on Excel. Okay, so if you see, I told you, right, general data. Okay, so that means his address details and his country, his region, all this falls under general data. Next, sales area data, and one more is company code data. All three together, we'll call it as, one second, let me try to match this. Match this. Okay, this is called complete customer. Okay, transaction code is XD01. Okay, so when you are creating customer, so if you are creating complete with all three data, that is called complete customer. Suppose you are creating a customer. Okay, when you try to merge this, so this data is called VD01. That means without company code data, you try to remember this. Without company code data, this is called VD01 transaction. Okay, that means the sales customer only. Including company code data means finance data also includes, that is called complete customer. In the similar way, transaction is VD01 for creation, VD02 for change, VD03 for display. I'll show you all these things. Don't worry. You try to understand this. This is for XD01 for create complete customer. That means sales data, general data, and company code data. XD02 is for change. XD03 is for display. This is for what? Create. Okay. This is for what? Change. This is for what? Display. Okay. Create, change, display. So what happens here also? So any transaction, if you take on SAP system, you create it. If required, you will modify the data. Okay. If you don't require, if you wanted to see the data, you will display it. Only display. Okay. So like this, customer, general data, sales data, you got it right. This is complete customer. So you have a doubt like general data is there. Any customer is looking for only company code data. Yes, it is also there. For this transaction code is FD01, FD02, FD03. Okay. Now I will show you what exactly it is. So in this case, only sales data plus your general data. If you observe all these three, okay. So company code data, general data, sales and distribution data. Okay, this is FD01. Let me keep it here. Okay, this is XD01. If you compare all three data, what is common? General data is common. That means minimum address should be required for creating customer. That's why we'll have a first tab as general data. Okay, there is nothing to worry. Simple. Company code data is like nothing but like when which reconciliation account and what are the payment terms, what is his legal status, and all this company data. In the similar way, sales data, it is having sales related fields. Okay, so this is all about this one. Let me go back to the SAP screen again. So now I'm going to the sales area data now. Okay, sales area data, what and all there, 4 tabs are there. Okay, so here if you see mandatory fields, if you click this button, okay, this is for selection. Okay, so press enter. So this is not mandatory field. If I don't fill, also it won't ask you. Okay, so in the similar way, if you come here, there is below one more field is there. Like let's try to save this. What the system says. See, this is incomplete. That means it is mandatory again. Okay, I'm filling this tax field. Don't get into all these things. I'm just showing what account group. See, if you see the number is internal, ROM will be generated internally. So when you do the partnership determination, the partners will come here. Let me try to save this. Okay, what happened? You can see customer number 15 is created for this sales area. Okay. So this account group is not created by us. It is created by SAP system. Like, so many people, so many account groups they are creating. See, like someone created ZAG1, ZACB. Okay, copying this, so many got created. Like, for this account group, this some number range is assigned. That's why this number is created by SAP system itself. Okay. So the customer number now RAM is 15. He is a distributor or wholesaler. See, distributor channel we have taken means he is a distributor. Like if you take wholesaler means with the 15 it will be created with wholesaler. So like that, customer will be created. See this reference data and all I will explain you later. You just try to understand this. So now we are going, what it is going to control, which field is mandatory, which field is optional, which field is display, that is going to control by your account group. Let me try to show you how to create our own account group. Let's click SPRO. Okay. So in the similar way, for example, let me show you something also. Now we created a customer like 15, right? If I enter, the customer data is like this. So if I come here, general. So if I wanted to modify, I can modify. He is not Ram actually. Spelling mistake. Suppose he is a Ram Krishna. Okay. He is what? Ram Krishna. I can able to modify it. So someone said that he is from Bangalore, but actually he is not Bangalore. Okay. So then I modify it. He is from Hyderabad. Okay. So he is from India. Okay. So John is also different. If I say someone is says. Okay. So I'm creating some like West or something like that. I can able to modify it. Central data. So if I click here, you try to understand general data is there. Sales area data is there. Where is company code data? So when you enter company code 2727, it will allow to see. Since already I haven't created a company code data, it is asking like, has not been created for data for this. Okay. But I will try to show you one more customer. So XD01. This time I am giving company code also, same sold to party. Mr. Rushikesh. I'm creating customer name Rushikesh. Okay. So search term is Drew. There you withdrew. Okay. And I'll just try to put it city as now this time Bangalore. I'm filling only mandatory fields as of now India. Okay. Region, it's not mandatory. That's why I'm not filling. If you would like to fill, you can fill it. Okay. Zone, I'm filling it as again West. So let's come here. Let's come here. Now let's try to check. Now see, company code data is the sales area data. If I enter company code only, it is asking to create company code data. If I say company code data, like, I would like to fill some important fields. Oh, someone made some changes for this. Okay, no problem. Okay, terms of payment. Okay. So like, payment methods, all these fields actually given by finance. Payment history record, it is also required. So for payment, if you'd like to put the block, it says that this customer, okay, blocked for payment, you can keep it all this correspondence, how to dunning, all these fields related to finance. Actually any account clerk is there, that also we are going to assign here. Insurance, he is having any policy. Okay, that and all general data. So like, you'll have different tabs like control data, payment transactions, marketing, unloading points. All these we are going to see now. Okay, not now, maybe tomorrow. So let's try to finish the concepts. So shipping conditions are mandatory. So now if you come to billing data, okay. So let me try to save this. It is asking for this mandatory field. Now if you see, I'll save this customer. So what happened? See, immediately after previous customer is 15. Now created it as a 16. Okay. So we created two distributors. In the similar way, we can create wholesalers and retailers and all these things. Okay. Let's try to check. Let me come here. logistics, sales and distribution, master data. In business partners, we try to write it down, and here create VD01 XD01. I told you, right? Change VD02 XD02 and display VD03 and XD03, and remaining transactions are there. I will show you later. In the similar way, you try to close this logistics, come to accounting, financial accounting. Okay, account receivable and account payables. Come here, master data. You see, this is created by your finance people, FD01 and FD02 and FD03. This also will create it. Central customer or sales customer, it belongs to sales and distribution people. This data will be created by finance. If required, we also will create it. Okay, it's in financial accounting. Okay, let me try to. So let me re-show you again. So if you come here, easy access. Okay, first what I told you, if you come here, logistics. Okay, within the logistics, sales and distribution, in this master data, if I open this, create, right? This is for sales and distribution data and complete customer. Sales and distribution, this is for complete customer change. This is sales and distribution, complete customer display. In the similar way, if you would like to create it, master data related to finance, then let's come here. Okay, I will show you this one. I'm just closing this one. You come here in accounting. In accounting, financial accounting. Okay, below general ledger, account receivables. In that, there is something called master records. Yeah, master records. In that FD01, FD02, FD03. Okay, if you go back to our Excel, I explained the same thing. Okay, so this is for general data plus company code data, general data plus sales and distribution data. For this VD01, company code data comes means you remember. F means finance, right? That is. Sales means V. You try to remember it. If all put together, all data is available in the same, this is central. Central means X. Okay. You remember the code. Once you do the practice, you can remember it. Okay. So let me go back to the SAP screen. Where in SPRV screen, right? Let me try to show you how to create account groups. Now, enterprise structure, we have done certain settings. Whenever it is required, we'll get back to that. Okay. Let me try to show you something. You come here, first financial accounting. This is the big path. You can write it down. Financial accounting. Okay. So in this, what is that? Account receivable and account payable. If you come here, this is called customer accounts. Within that, master data. Within that, preparation for creating customer master data. Here you can see, right? Define account groups with screen layout. I told you, right? Account is nothing but it can be vendor, it can be customer, it can be anything. Like, if you'd like to create it in SAP system, you have to consider it as an account group. What account group is going to control, I'll show you. I have shown you already theoretically. Account group is controlling number ranges and field selection parameter. That means whether it is mandatory, optional, or display. In customer, when you are creating all fields you don't require, which is mandatory, you can make it mandatory based on the customer requirement. This is simple. So let's come here. Define account groups with screen layout. You click this one. Don't click second one. It is sufficient. If you click this, See, I told you, right? Sold to party means the person who gives order. Goods recipient means the person who receives the delivery. Payer means the person who pays the bill. Bill to party means the person who receives the bill. All these are the four mandatory functions we require. Okay. So let me try to say, so I'm just copying this, or else if I want it, I can able to create it new entries. But after, don't try to change directly these, because so many students will be utilized to create their own account groups. Either you try to create it your own, or else you copy. Okay. I'm just copying this. So I'm creating like D0001. Okay. I'm just changing customers. Okay. That means customer sold to. I'm creating this account group is for sold to. I'll try to explain these fields. Let me copy this first. Okay. D0002. Okay. Goods D0002. Why I'm keeping this, I will explain you starting this code. Goods receiver. Okay. D0003. You can give any alphanumeric 4-digit code here. You can give DDDD. You can give TADA, you can give ABCD, whatever you want, or else one ABC, these numbers. Okay. Alphanumerics. It will allow 4-digit code. Payers. D004. I'm creating D004 bill to. Okay. See, now you got it right. So we have created 4 account groups for 4 customers. This sold to means, like, he is the person who gives the order actually. Receiver means it can be, why we need 4 means, like, this can, I can make it act as a sold to himself. Or else some company says that, I have one sold to, but I have business available at multiple locations. If I order also, I need the stock for Bangalore, I need the stock for Himachal Pradesh, I need the stock for Mumbai, I need the stock for Delhi, I need the stock for France, I need the stock for any other country, Bangladesh for that matters. So if I have multiple ship to parties, I will create with this account group. I have created this. I'm not getting into this. Let me try to explain you something. I will show you. Suppose if I'm creating new customer XD01. So here, if you see these numbers are there. So if I press keyboard from D, it will come to directly to my thing. That's why I'm giving here as a D. So like suppose if you don't put it D0001, you directly copied this customer. I'll show you that example also. See, here so many soldiers are there. Which one is ours? How would we know? Okay. Suppose he has given this number. Suppose he don't give this number, then after some days you will forget it, right? That's why I'll ask you to give the code also. Okay. So someone created this old or something like that. Ours is starts with D. If I press D, it will come here. So these are all our account groups. It's in uniform shape. So if I click this, okay, I'll press enter. I'm giving, I have given company code and my sales area. If you press enter, so it is allowing, okay, create. For example, Sam I'm creating. So this is search term. So this is just address, general details of your customer. Suppose if I'm creating, this is Bangalore and this one as India. Okay, I'm giving mandatory field as this one. Okay, which one is mandatory, which one is optional is controlled by our account group. That we didn't go that so far. Let's try to understand this. I just created an account group. Now if you come here, account group, certain fields will be there. Let's go to the sales area data. So let's press enter. This is mandatory. I'm press entering. I will just try to explain you. So this is mandatory. I'm entering this. Previously I have shown you already. So Again press enter. I am giving mandatory fields. So if you come here partners, what it says, it is empty. Which number I have to enter? So previously it is showing like internal. Internal means like, the account group we already number range assigned. That's why once I created customer as a 15, it is picked the number from database as 15. If I created another customer 16, if I am going to create another customer, it is going to 17. How the system got that knowledge? Because number range is assigned for this account group. Now if I try to save, system is crying like anything, like, data is incomplete. You try to fill some number over here, some number over here. Now you got it. So this is how. Let me show you how to create a number range now. Okay, let me go back. Let me close this. Oh, I'll try to reshare it. This now. It's screen now. I supposed to show the screen. So I have created the customer. So it is data is incomplete. It is not allowing. Okay. So I cannot save the customer. Let me try to save the configuration now. Okay. In this, for only you try to understand this account group, remaining you can understand automatically. So whichever the fields required, the person who is giving order. Okay. The person who is giving order. The person who is giving order. Uh, so you try to understand this, you will come to know. 1 second. I'll try to show the difference. See, in this account group, what it is controlling? Field status. What are all the fields it is in general data? Whatever the fields it is holding in the general data section, whatever the holding in company code and sales data. That means this one. In the similar way, if you come here, so if you click this account group, here also it is the same thing controlling. If you come to the pair, it is also same thing. It is controlling. If you click this also, it is also controlling same thing. But where is the control? That's where you have a doubt. You click this one, this account group. Okay, if you click on this one, general data, it will go to the general data fields. Actually, I'll show you now. System is a bit slow. Let's click this. So in this, if you see, starting we have entered address, right? Address data fields is there. Like communication, another tab is there. Control is there. Marketing is there. Okay, different tabs are there. I will try to show you here. If you understand this, you can understand this account group. So required field means that tick mark is coming, right? This is required field. Okay. So now I'll do one thing. So search field is, it is required field, right? I'll make it as an optional. That means it's not mandatory. So let me try to show you before making that one. Okay. So let me share the screen again. So if I see XD01, what it says, if I press enter, see name is mandatory field, right? I'll make this one as an optional field. Search is mandatory field, right? That also I will make it as an optional field. So this postal code, I will make it as a mandatory field. Transportation zone, I will make it as an optional field. Region, I will make it as a mandatory field. Like that, I will change it. You'll see. Okay. So if I email previously we didn't enter, if I say so, it will be like this. Okay. Let's close this. I will show you this. Let me share the screen again. This configuration where we are now. We came to account group. In that, I'll show you again. Okay. General data, we will trying to control this field selection parameters means field we are selecting this parameter, how it should behave, we are controlling actually. So like search term, I don't want to search term at all. Surplus means the field itself, it won't be available now. Okay. I'm making certain fields like a district. I don't want to see in the screen itself. I am suppressing. You try to remember this search term. and district I'm suppressing. Postal code I'll make it as a required field. Street also I'm making it as a required field. Name I made it as an optional, already you have seen. Okay, so like these are the optional entries. So name 2 I'll make it as a required entry. Let's see this, okay, for understanding. So I'm saving this one. Okay, let's go back and try to create one more customer. /o xd02, oh sorry, xd01. I'll create it. I'm sharing my screen. So I'm pressing enter. See, previously name it is, I'll just made it as mandatory. See, name 2 and name 3, these are optional fields, right? If I don't enter, if I try to save, it will ask, suppose name Krish, I enter. So if I try to save, it is asking fill this also something. So I'm filling something. Okay, junk. Okay, now you see previously postal code street I made, it was not optional, I made it optional. So mandatory, sorry, I will made it mandatory. So I need to fill something, some street number. So like according to the customer requirement, you have to customize these fields actually. Okay, so postal code I will 560098. So country IN. Okay, like this you can able to make it optional or mandatory. So if you see this, previously you used to have in between search term, it is not there. Why? Because we have suppressed it. Okay, let me show you again. Go back to the SAP system where we are now. We are in configuration. Let's come to the general data. In that address, I'll just make it street should be available now. Okay, and it should be mandatory for me. I will make it mandatory. District should be available but should be optional. Now you can see in the screen. This is how you have to going to control. District field I will make it as a display. That means no one cannot see. I mean they cannot able to edit that field, only for display mode. So let me try to show you again. XD01, press enter. Let's try to, I'm entering some data. Now if you see search term, it is appearing right in between, like that you have to control. That is called field parameters control, like which one is optional, which one is. Let me show you district also. Where is district? I think it will be available in this. So let me fill some text, then only it will allow me. So reason and this thing came. Let me try to see this. Okay. Okay. I think this field is available here also. See, sales district like this. 1 second, let me go back. It's in general data. See, district field. This is that is there in sales and distribution. That is another field, another tab. Actually, you see, district field will made it display. So now you cannot able to. Now you cannot able to enter anything. Like if you type also, nothing will happen. Okay, this is how you can able to control field selection parameters. Let me try to show you the configuration. Now in the similar way you can able to control company code data, all these tabs. Okay, suppose I will show you something. This insurance tab itself you don't require. Okay, so if I put it suppress all fields, if you put it suppress, so tab itself you cannot able to see. So previously we have seen insurance, right? Let me show you this. So previously, this is previous customer, right? If you see here, insurance is available. Now let me try to create one more. So I suppressed all fields. Assume only one field is there. If I suppress all fields, so let me try to fill some data. So we can fill the meaningful data later. So I'm just trying to show how technically how it looks like. Let me fill some data. Let me fill this. Okay. So now if you come here, okay, company code data. Previously insurance was there. Here tab is not available. Like that, all fields, if you suppress tab itself, it will disappear. So I think now you can understand how the field selection it will work. I will try to show you one more feature. See, I will try to explain you. Suppose if you come sales data, the similar way, like previously shipping conditions are mandatory, right? Here, what is that? Shipping conditions are mandatory, required field. If you'd like to make it optional, if you don't want to see that field itself, you can suppress it. So that means all these four things, display or optional or required, it's mandatory or else you don't want at all. Either field or else if you don't want the complete tab, you just make it suppress like this. While doing practice, don't try to change for standard ones. You just copy and create your own so that it will not be disturbance to your people. So for example, the ship to is there, general data I don't want it, then you can go to the address, you try to suppress all fields so that general data tab itself won't appear. Okay, like that you can able to control it. So what are all the fields we have within this, that I will explain you. That is one complete session. So how account group controls, that you try to understand this. I am not making any changes now. So anyhow, let's try to do this one also. Whenever we create our customer, it is go to the position. So you asked one doubt, like whatever the data created, where we can get it, you click on this position if you remember. So let's try to do the D0001. Now it is coming like this. In the similar way, you can search. You go to the position. Now I'm going to the general data. Address data, I made changes. So many fields I made it mandatory. I'll just try to take it out as an optional. Okay, this district also I'll make it optional. So if required, I will use it. Okay, search term I made it as required, and name one, it is sufficient. I'm saving. So I'm resetting the back. So now when you try to save the customer, which number it need to pick, system don't know, right? For that I am just trying to do. If you come below to the same path, create number ranges for customer accounts, you have to create the number. So here three things are there. This is for displaying. You're not able to, you can able to see only, but you are not able to modify anything. Okay, and this is for changing the number ranges. Okay, this is for changing the number ranges. This is for what is the status, like number range status is 17 means last time we have created 15 and 16 customer. Last customer created, I think someone is doing practice, he has created one more customer with the same account group, so that's why it is 17. In the similar way, see, if you someone is 1 lakh, from 1 lakh 345, that means some 345 customers they have created. Okay, till they can able to create less than 1 to 20,000 customers, they can able to create it. So let's come back. That is status. This is for change. This pen mark is change. Status, this is only for display. Okay, you have to search all. Now let's try to create it. So like whatever the numbers already used, that we cannot able to use it. So someone has created, right? We'll try to create it our own number range. When someone is creating 59,000, that means 80. Okay, 5 lakhs someone has created. We'll try to create a, someone has created 6 lakh also. We'll try to do it like whichever is available. So I'll just try to check if something is worth for us. Okay, So this green button, this is for inserting. For existing line, if you'd like to delete it, you can delete it, but don't do that. This is created by someone, they are also doing. Okay. If you understand one number range, you can able to understand. I am just creating one. D1 is, I am creating something 8 lakh to, suppose 8 lakh. So 8 from some, it will be like 10-digit code. If you count it 3 4 5, someone in interviews might ask also, it is 10-digit. Always remember this. Some people have different mindset, they will ask these kind of silly questions also, don't bother about that. So like till 10,000 you create it. So now I'm saving, so it is transported. See, number range is created. So where is you have created, which one is, so where, come here. So D1 you have created. Okay. So this is internal number range. If you tick this mark, you have to enter the number. System won't take. I will show you that one also. Suppose you take this number till 10,000 you have created, right? So I'm going for one more, like above. Once you click, this is like D2 10,001. It's starting from, it is like 20,000. I'm creating till here, but this is external number range. Okay, I will show you both the things. Let's come here. Okay, assign number ranges to customer account. So that means it is going to field selection control and it is going to control your number. What is our account group? See, always if you don't know, then come to position D. See, by default 01 it is assigned. I don't want it. Mine is D1. Okay, I'm creating it as D1. So in the similar way, when I'm creating goods receiver, I'm using external, like ship to addresses, like which places I need to send the goods, for that I'm using. For remaining all, I'm just using D1 only. It's the client requirement, which number range it need to be assigned. I'm saving this one. Now see how my system behaves. Okay, I'm just entering. Okay, so if it's supposed to work, so then we have to do partner determination also, that we haven't done, that we are going to do tomorrow. So till that time, I would like to show you like this D1. It won't pick, but still I'm showing Mr. Ramesh, Drew. I'm not going to save you, but I'm just showing the mandatory fields. So like come here. I'll try to explain you all these fields, don't worry, but try to understand the process. What are the prerequisites required to create a customer? If you come here, this one. So if you come here, partners, there is no number is coming, right? No internal. If I try to save this data is incomplete. Okay. This data is incomplete. So that we are going to see tomorrow, how to fill this data, internal number range or external number range. Let me try to stop here.